Howdy folks, welcome back to Silent Hill for the Room, part 7, I think, which we're playing this wonderful month. It is October, month of Halloween, best month in the world, as part of my Halloween Hecktacular, which is a horror game every day, all the way through October, and maybe even a wee bit into November, because not so secretly, I wish every day was Halloween. So, do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. Play games for fun, been doing it for many years, plan to do it for many more. Had the right idea that I'd share my videos with the world, because I figure, hey, I'm already playing games, why not just record and also pop on the internet? Why? Well, multiple reasons. So I can haunt my family and friends like I'm being haunted in the apartment in 302. Long after I'm gone from this world. Sometimes I have glimmers of wisdom. Most of the time I don't. But most importantly, I like to do these videos as what I call companion or buddy videos. There's something you pop on in the background while you're doing something else. Because it's kind of hard to organize events for friends and family, especially as you get older, to get them over for some couch co-op. So I figure the easiest way for me to provide you a service in that manner is to do the videos. Because every time you pop on one of my videos, it's like you're inviting a little piece of me to hang out with you. You invite me into your home that way, I invite you into mine. We get to share in the wonderful experiences of playing video games. Sometimes the games are new, playing it for the first time. In this case, it's playing old games for the first time. This is one I've never played. I was aware of it. There's a whole backstory on it. I think I talked about in episode 1 or 2. So check that out. And occasionally take and stroll down nostalgia lane, and I'll replay games I've already played before, but see how they fare 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years after I first played them or last beat them. So, just sit back, relax, and let's hang out for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. Consider me your buddy, your pal, your friend. Thanks for joining. To my subscribers, I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing these videos. I'd still be playing games, of course, but I wouldn't be uploading videos to YouTube and more or less making a mockery of myself. But hey, like I always say, I don't care if you're laughing at me or with me, as long as you're laughing. It's a good thing in my book. But no, genuinely thank you to my subscribers, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing this. And because of how great y'all have been, I promise you this much, that as long as one of you stays subscribed, I'll keep doing videos. You drive our redneck viewers, howdy. Let's go with a movie recommendation, since it is October, right? And what can I recommend that people might not have seen that isn't just garbage? Because see, I like garbage movies too. Like, I'm a big fan of like things like Puppet Master, for example. B movies. Sometimes even like C or D movies. But let's see, what could I recommend? Oh, what was that movie? I gotta look it up, sorry. Then we'll kick it off. Well, I gotta drink the water, and then I gotta pop the dip in, and open up my can. It was Luke Wilson. Is it Kate Beckinsale? Yeah, Kate Beckinsale. Check out Vacancy. That was one of those I was pleasantly surprised. Also, what was that other one? Had Ray Liotta. I don't think it's a horror movie, but it's kind of, sort of. Check out Identity. And I'm gonna, you know what? This is gonna be a threefer. Yeah, and it had John Cusack, I think, in it. Identity. Vacancy's good. That one surprised me. Identity's good. It didn't surprise me, though. I mean, put Ray Liotta in something, I was always there. crap. It was Mind Hunters. There you go. So, Vacancy, Mind Hunters, and Identity. Check them out. If you need something to watch, not full horror per se. Well, the Vacancy, I kind of sort of fills that role, I guess. I don't know. That's like a deep discussion we could get into with. It's a type of horror. Let's go with that. That was a long open. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see what we got going on here now. I could give her a weapon, but what's the point? It takes up an inventory space. And I'm all about collecting that inventory. We will have to try and heal her up though, because I think she's gotten hurt a lot. She's looking pretty rough. Oh, we got the demon head shape. That is like a little baby. Throwing up like the devil horns.
This must be what hell is like.
What, an escort quest? Yeah, probably. There's a diary on the ground. I had that weird dream today. The one with the man with the long hair and coat. He was crying and looking for his mother again. I saw that man with the coat 10 years ago at this apartment. He was going up the stairs carrying a heavy tool. Old-looking bowl. A bag that was dripping blood. Never saw him again after that, but a few days later, the neighbors complained that they heard strange noises coming from the supposedly empty room 302. So I took a look around room 302. Found signs that someone had been in there, but nothing odd other than that. But that's when it all started. I still hear strange noises coming from the window of room 302. Summerland. The problem with guns in this, I've noticed, is yeah, you'll take people down quick. What are you looking at? But the problem is you're not usually close enough to finish them off, so then you just end up wasting more ammo. Damn it. There once was a baby and a mother who were connected by a magical cord. But one day the cord was cut and the mother went to sleep. Okay, it's not a rhyme. Went to sleep. The baby was left all alone. Okay, it's kind of a baby and a mother. No, it's not a rhyme. But the baby made lots of friends at Wish House. Everyone was very nice to him. The baby was happy. His friends told him how to wake up his mother, so the baby went right away to go and wake her up. But the mother wouldn't wake up. No matter how he tried, she wouldn't wake up. because the one that he was actually trying to wake up was actually the devil. But my mama says, baby had been deceived. Poor baby. Baby cried and cried and cried. When he thought of the mother, he remembered the feeling of being connected to her through the magical cord. Just then a ray of light came down from the sky. The light was very warm and made the baby feel good. When the baby looked into his hand, he saw that the magical cord was lying there. But the cord clutched in his hand, the baby went happily to sleep. Okay. Crimson Tome. She who is called the Holy Mother be not holy one whit. The descent of the Holy Mother is not but the descent of the devil. Those that be called the 21 Sacraments be not sacramental one whit. 21 Sacraments be not but the 21 heresies. To give birth to a realm of wickedness within the blessed realm of our Lord be blasphemy and the work of the devil. If thou wouldst stop the descent of the devil, he must bury part of the conjurer's mother's flesh within the conjurer's true body. Thou must also pierce the conjurer's flesh with the 8 spears of void, darkness, gloom, despair, temptation, source, watchfulness, and chaos. Do so, and the conjurer's unholy flesh will become that which once it was, by the grace of our Lord. Amen. Yeah. You know, I don't care what you say. Usually, it's kind of like the imagery from Christianity and the Catholic Church and stuff of that nature, right? Dante's Inferno, you got Paradise Lost, Sistine Chapel, Powerwolf. Like the imagery. What was it, like Van Helsing, I think? Was that what it was called? Helsing? The anime about Dracula? I think it was Dracula. Never got into it, but like a lot of that, it doesn't even have to be Christian, but a lot of like religious iconography and like concepts play really well. There's just a lot of rich flavor there for world building. Oh god, a lot of things to read. What's with this room? It's covered in blood and rust. This is my room, but what the hell has happened to it? This room, is it really my room? It's in terrible shape. The air is so heavy. My head hurts. Creepy. Looks like a face. What the hell am I writing? August 2nd, Joseph. It's a piece of red paper. When the bell rings, Eileen equals mother's body, blood. August 4th, Joseph. The bell rings. Okay. It's a piece of red paper. I can't break down the wall. August 3rd, Joseph. It's a piece of red paper. I knew it. The Crimson Tome. Bury part of the conjurer's mother's flesh within the true body of the conjurer. Part of the flesh equals Super's room. August 5th, Joseph. Gate to hell. Why must I destroy this wall? Bless you. I'm gonna crawl in the hole. I'm gonna crawl in the hole. Put a fresh dip in. Also, don't get excited. It's just a rebel. Yeah, I'm probably paying for someone's yacht. At the expense of my health. Hope that makes you happy. Alright, we're back here for some reason. to hit the wall.
It's him.
You've done well to make it this far. Let me tell you something about him, Walter Sullivan. When he was a little boy, he began to believe that my apartment was actually his birth mother. He decided to free her from the stains and corruption of this world. At the orphanage, he learned of the 21 sacraments, the only way to purify her. He then performed the ceremony of the Holy Assumption and created this twisted world. Now, he's become nothing more than an inhuman killing machine. Well, he's dead now, but he's still trying to complete the 21 sacraments. His boyhood desire
This is almost
to
like
return to the
Suda
bosom
51.
of his birth has divided him. Now
Killer
his
7
child self has manifested itself in this world. And soon he's planning to finish his work.
This world.
The 21 sacraments.
The 21 sacraments.
Number 20. The Mother Reborn. Eileen Galvin.
Say what now?
Number 21. The Receiver of Wisdom. Henry Townsend.
Say what now?
Even now, it may not be too late.
You said Silent Hill's depressing. That seemed pretty hopeful.
Follow the crimson tome. Stop.
Crimson
If
King.
not, wherever you run, he will catch you. Find him. His true location. It must be nearby. You must kill him. You must kill him. Kill. 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 Hurry. She's being taken over. She's number 20. The mother was born. The crimson tome. Obey the crimson tome. Kill him. Must kill him. Kill. Kill. Kill.
Okay. Starters. Eileen, move. Take the pickaxe. I got the pickaxe. Hope. Can't use it as a weapon. I can. No, I can't. Where do I use it? I could go here and use it on that wall. Also, part of me's wondering, should I heal her up? Can we heal her up? I think we can heal her up. Dryer, spray blood all over the place. Alright. Let's save. Let's experiment with some stuff real quick. Of the past? First, let's try this. Will that clean up the dryer? Okay. I think that is just what the dryer does. Sprays blood. Room 302 of the past. So, have we been living in the past? Let's try it. Okay. That's what I thought. Sorry, man. You must be going to the bathroom after I use it. Ha! That's the type of quality humor you get here, folks. But thank you for joining me, by the way. Make sure you all have a very safe Halloween season. Make sure you're watching scary movies, reading scary books, playing scary games. Got any recommendations or just want to let me know what you're playing? Please hit me up. Always interested to hear. He looks like a character out of like maybe like Trigun, Gungrave. Wasn't that an anime? It's a game I picked up. Is this why I've been getting hauntings? It's filled with white oil. Walter must have used this here. What the hell was Walter doing in here? Walter? His body, it's tangled up in some kind of pipe. Should I investigate? Yes. There's something in his coat. Should I look in his coat pocket? No. What's this in the refrigerator? Bags of blood and things like that? Excuse me. Yeah, look in his pocket. Keys of liberation. Extremely evil looking keys held by the corpse of Walter. Okay. Is this the real Walter Sullivan? It smells terrible. Guess he's been here from way before I moved in. You're telling me I had an extra room? I hope I wasn't paying for it. Yeah, let's look at Robbie one last time. Pointing at us accusingly. I just feel like this is him. I have no... Use keys of liberation. I don't know if this is him, but this feels like endgame. Like the final sprint. And the door's open, right? It's been locked and shut the entire time. It's like a dog catching a car. Well, I'm out. Now what do I do? You've got to imagine cosplaying as
Not here to.
Silent Hill characters have got to be some of the easier cosplays to do. You just dress fine. Or for a costume.
Eileen?
Let's go in here.
This is our apartment building, but now it looks like some kind of nightmare.
Can I bring her in here? No. Let's pay attention and see if she actually heals. I think she's healing. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's healing. Yeah, we're waiting. I want her to get the full effect of that game. Oh, is it a temporary heal? Oh, you can't heal her then, huh? Oh well. We ain't getting a good ending on this one. I think it's probably tied into her health. But yes. We have all this ammo. Man. I guess. Might as well. Alright, so you can heal her momentarily. I guess when I left her alone for so long. Oh crap! Didn't realize that was a thing. Yeah, sure. I do have a guide, but not really.
Can't get out of here?
I've said that. Just checking. Nope. Okay. Well, let's keep going. gonna be knocked out of the good ending. How do I know this? I've seen enough speed runs that I vaguely remember them saying something about, like, and my brother, he told me when he played this, I think you have to take good care of it when you get the good ending. You can tell based upon how badly hurt he is. I don't know if there's anything in here. Anything in here. This is gonna be one of those, isn't it? Kind of chill too. Sure, I'll take the holy candle. Definitely take that. Else. Oh, Dad. Take that, yeah. That's really good. There's 6 chains in the way candle. sleep through this trap. Oh, we can. It's a sketchbook. Walter's father. Are you? Knew it. I can't get out this way. The door's shut. We've already got the bad enemies. Oh, look. What's this? Oh, okay. What's that guy? And there's two. Can they get in? They can't. Work with the camera. I'm gonna have to go down here anyways. Okay. Pistols. Let's hit this door next. Might as well. Oh, I guess. No. I used it. No, let's see. I use the amp. I have two more. The models. They tease you. Okay, I checked all this. Let's look at our handy little map. I feel like I missed something. There's a room I can go into, maybe it says I can't go. Can't open the door, there's 6 chains. Okay, I'm cheating. That's it. I just talk to those things.
Anyway, let's get out of here. I can't stand it anymore.
Dead cat wrapped in a pair of jeans. It's terrible. Oh, man.
If that super hears him, we're in trouble. There's something about that guy. I just don't like the look of him. Little crybaby.
Sorry I'm quiet, it's just, I'm just enamored with the atmosphere. Again, the music is just really soothing.
Shut the hell
away. Whatever. Circuit is
Right after he
away.
was born.
Silent Hill version. I probably would have gone to one of those if they did that.
Poor thing. He really thinks that room 302 is his mother. I've gotta help him.
You healed? No. You've looked worse before. Lock's broken. Who's that there? I'm sure if I grab that, something's going to happen though. The stench stings the eye.
Henry? Are you okay? It's Walter. He's crying. Even finishing the 21 sacraments? It won't help that boy. I'm going back, Henry. To the room where he is. We're the only ones. The only ones that can stop him.
I got an umbilical cord. Never thought I'd say that, but here we are. I guess we have to go back now to 302. Honestly, I can just run by everything, right? You got enough healing items to make it. He's sending out an army. This woman, is this Eileen? Alright, let's go back to the road too, I guess. Mess around with the rope all over. Well, wait. Left, straight. Last room. I got healing on you. Oh, wait, no. Okay, there's a hole in the wall. Buddy. Let's save, because I don't know what's going on. Alright, I think we're basically endgame, aren't we? Probably need that. Won't need that. Might need this? I don't know. Let's take that. Sure. Maybe in here? He's gone. Walter's body is gone. Where could it be? I don't know, man. And here? The hole's blocked. Yeah, let's enter the hole. See where it goes. Right here. Something. This must be the cult's Bible. Is that a hole? And the depression. Wait a minute, this is no normal depression. When I stare into it, I feel like I could be sucked in. It's like it's connected to some other dimension. Or maybe it's like a hole that once you enter, you can never leave. Will you go in? Yes? No. First thing I want to do is try laying down a candle. I see Eileen. And even if I don't see Eileen, maybe he gets affected by the candle? Like a ghost. probably have to reload a couple times here. Because I have no clue. Alright. I just use the guide for key pieces of maps. Can we jump back and enter the hole? No, you can go back. Or wait, is that another hole to jump down? What is it with Silent Hill and jumping down holes? Hey, James. Think you got yourself a competitor. Okay. We got some Hellraiser stuff going on. Dig it. Alright. Making a human reaper.
Hey there, little Walter. Just a little longer now. As to the 21 seconds, the final sign the seal of history.
How are you doing? Oh, okay. What's that? Use that? I can't use this here. Can't use this here. Oh, I use it there. Okay. I don't know what that said. Can I pull them off? Yeah. First try? Okay. Alright, so use the umbilical cord on the big thing, not on him. I don't think the candle did anything. It made him move away. Walter walked away from it. I don't know if it was actually repelling him. And then you pick up the spears. I remember that when we read that note. And it wasn't letting me use it on Walter, so I ran up to that thing. And then you have to stick them with spears. I even messed up because I was going to bring a lot more items and crap, but I figured since we saved right before the boss, I could just see how it goes first and then worry about itemization. But I guess that worked out in my favor because you could pick up multiples of the spears. Oh, we killed a little kid. Little Walter. But his spirit can rest or something, I don't know. So then you stab the big thing with the spears. And then Walter becomes vulnerable. And then you unload with the gun. And then you do a couple heavy axe swings. Well, I did more than a couple. You may have noticed I was backing up. That's because the controller was glitching out. I am playing this with the newly added functionality of being able to use a controller. Still a little bit of hiccups and issues with it, but for the most part I compensated for it pretty darn well, I feel. I wasn't backing up like that and dodging inappropriately at certain intervals, incorrectly, let me say, on purpose. That was controller registration issues for the most part. But yeah, I guess there might be an easier way to do it, but that wasn't too bad. Only 2 bosses, I think, in this game, right? The day after. Oh, you brought her flowers. Unless it's Walter. Sorry about this whole thing. Oh, me too. Roommates. No, it's Eileen.
Thanks. Aw. Guess I'll have to find a new place to live, huh?
All right. 70 saves. Okay, we'll do that. Let's check that out real quick. Oh, is that the new game plus? Okay. Alright. Let me go and do this. Okay, so yeah. Just a reminder, this is my first time ever playing this. And before this, I mean, you know, I've seen some speed runs, but I never really watched them. Didn't really know what to do or expect. I didn't know about any of the puzzles. I had a guide. I maybe referenced it like 2-3 times, maybe. Most of the stuff I referenced was the maps that are in this B.A.D. Take Your Game Further, B.A.D. Games, Silent Hill 4 The Room official strategy guide. the maps in the back when I was looking up at like the weapon stats and stuff. Which is where I found out that bottle is pretty darn good when it's broken. Break the bottle. It's a good early weapon to use. It's got a thrust, so you get that reach. Anyways, that's about all I used it for. So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know about any of the bosses, which I think the ghosts are kind of like bosses, I guess. The only ones I consider really boss-like would be the long-haired creepy girl in Subway 2. The fat guy that does the Sonic the Hedgehog spin attack in the Water Tower 2, Water Prison 2. I guess the fire guy is also kind of a boss, but I tried to give him a couple goes to see about pinning him down with the sword, but it didn't work. And Building 2, I think it's called, where there was a guy who would like disappear and reappear behind you. And then you had the wall hanging things, which I didn't quite get at first. I noticed when I hit one, it just kind of flinched that picture. But then when I hit another one, all of them flinched at the same time. So I figured, okay, you hit the one that causes all of them to flinch. And I guess that was the correct action. Then I got confused because I thought it would switch as it goes up. Like it'd go up and move and it'd be a different one next time it comes down. Maybe it does that in a harder difficulty, but on normal, it was the same one. So either I lucked out or on normal, that's just how it works. And then Walter was surprisingly easier than I thought to beat. I was expecting a bit more cryptic stuff, but pleasantly surprised. Anyways, let's tie that into the lead up. I know you've all been waiting for it. The Rhines rating system. The Rhines rating system is a system that has been devised by the world's smartest third grade elementary students, alongside aliens from another world who went back in time studying alchemy from Sir, what was his name? Francis Roger Bacon? Tied into Shadow Hearts a bit. And then went to the future to see what future science advancements would be able to bring to the table, mixed it together in the present in a secret underground lab in Antarctica that I'm unable to disclose specifically to you. It is the most objective rating system ever. No review sites, no other reviewers come close. It's the B.A.D system, B.A.D. Yeah. You look at it as this game is bad, like it's a bad game, or this game is bad, man, it's bad. B stands for boring, A stands for awesome, D stands for dumb. Is the game boring? Nope. I'm honestly shocked. Especially, all the humdrum about this game for over the years. And in fact, I remember, because again, I've been playing games for a long time. So when this game came out, I remember it getting blasted by the community, by reviewers for the most part, by everybody who said, it's not really a Silent Hill game. And then I got to thinking, because I never played Silent Hill 2. And then when I heard stuff about Silent Hill 2, I'm like, what's the difference? That has less connection to Silent Hill than Silent Hill 4 seems to, from everything I've heard. So I expected a lot worse, especially having, of the Silent Hills, the only ones I played at release, 1. I played 3 shortly after it came out, when I got back from Iraq my first time. In fact, it was my cousin's copy in his strategy guide. He just gifted it to me, so thanks, Ted. Because he knew I liked Silent Hill. The first one, anyways. Let's see. Then I played Shattered Memories. No, I'm trying to do a Rhines rating system. What do you want? Oh god. They tricked me. Okay, let's just continue on with that. Then I played Shattered Memories, which it's still probably my favorite Silent Hill. I know it might be blasphemy for some, but and again, Shattered Memories' success was based upon having played Silent Hill, the original, first. Just seeing what they did to kind of change aspects of it. So, and then I played Downpour. But I'm guessing with the release of Shattered Memories, Downpour, Homecoming, even maybe Origins, Silent Hill 4 has gotten a little bit more love and appreciation. Because I gotta say, folks, and this has always almost been the case with Silent Hill, and why I always preferred Silent Hill over, say, Resident Evil, I wasn't bored. Not one bit with this one. Yeah, replaying through, basically inverted castle, to use a Castlevania, Metroidvania reference. Maps, or not even, I mean, they didn't really invert anything. There were some minor changes, but with layouts, but for the most part, going to Water Prison 1, Water Prison 2, Subway 1, Subway 2, didn't really bother me. And backtracking is usually something that is handled, when it's handled poorly, I utterly hate it, but when it's handled well, I adore it. What else? I kind of was pooping on, to be fair, the escort quest part of it, and the hauntings. Let me clarify that my opinion of those two things changed as I got used to it and realized, okay, the resources aren't as limited as I was expecting them to be. And that it was more a mental game, right? Part of it is I was always, with escort quests, what do we got, right? You got Eileen. You can give her a weapon. She can be pretty helpful. And for the most part, she stays out of it. Compared to Resident Evil 4, which is a game spoiler, I don't like too much. I haven't played the remake for most of that reason. Yeah, at least the original had the comedy to it. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. Ashley, right? Another escort. What's the difference? Well, one, Eileen, you can give a weapon and she actually helps out. All Ashley does is scream and get snagged and carried away. So it's just an extra whack-a-mole type of thing that you have to worry about. With Eileen, I don't think she can die, but the more damage she takes, it might affect the ending, I'm assuming. But yeah, the gameplay worked. The controls took a little bit to get used to. By about the second video, I was kind of gotten into the flow of it. The puzzles, not too many puzzles, not as many as I was expecting. They weren't particularly difficult. I was able to figure them out. Outside of Forest 2, I got lost. Apparently you had to pick up a torch early in the level, and then you go to the wells and pick up doll body parts and put it together. But that's not really a puzzle so much. But you don't need to know Shakespeare like in Silent Hill 3. Kind of wish there was a bit more puzzles in that regard. As you saw with my score, I got like 50 of 52 memos on my first playthrough without literally using a guide to look at every nook and cranny. Or using something I found on the internet. Again, I've been trying to stick strictly to, if I own the strategy guide, I will use it. But it has to be a physical strategy guide, not something online. I'm trying to do that more lately. But yeah, the combat was satisfying. A lot easier than I was expecting to. Not necessarily a bad thing, because with the controls the way they are, you didn't want it to be like Bloodborne, Demon Souls level type of stuff, Or Tenchu Stealth Assassins. Let's change perspective while we continue with the rating system. So, wasn't bored. Story was interesting. Characters were interesting. Yeah, Robbie being accusatory there, so maybe not. Let's not. Yeah, you don't want to get spooked out by that. Monster designs are okay. I like the idea of the ghosts. I think the ghosts were different murder victims. Because the big guy the fat guy that would roll like Sonic the Hedgehog had a number written on his stomach, which we saw with the different victims. So I don't know what the story is behind those. That'd be kind of neat to find out. Something Silent Hill also has done a lot better than, say, Resident Evil or a lot of horror games is and this is kind of like, the Demon Souls Bloodborne in a way. They kind of tell stories through the environment and through interactions rather than exposition dumps. You do get exposition dumps at times, but for the most part, and you get the letters and notes and memos, but there's a lot of environmental storytelling, like the water prison. The notes just kind of helped clarify what was going on, but there was a lot more said than what we actually read or heard that went on there. That is really cool. So, yeah, story, combat, characters, the exploration, navigation. Wasn't bored. So that gets 1 thumbs up, 1 green check mark. Is the game awesome? Well, it's Silent Hill. I might have to think about this. Might be my favorite, or one of my favorite horror game franchises of all time. I would rather play, let's put it this way, I'd rather play a bad Silent Hill game than a bad Resident Evil game. And I'm not trying to pick on, I love tons of Resident Evil. Original Resident Evil 3, Outbreak Fall 1 and 2 are 2 of my favorite PS2 games of all time. For example, I kind of put them together. I actually have a soft spot for Raccoon City, but let's keep it to Silent Hill. Stop it. So yeah, the game's awesome, right? You get an assortment of weapons that you can pick and choose. You're not restricted except for your inventory space, which normally I'd complain about that, but I felt it was fair because you had a generally readily accessible box that seemed to have unlimited storage, so you didn't have to worry about that. I like the hauntings, and I liked the escort. This is probably one of maybe 2 games in existence where I'm like, I dug the escort part of it, I kind of would go back through this again just to see if I could take Eileen with me everywhere and see what monster crushing action we could get into. I liked looking outside the window. That's awesome too, right? Seeing what goes on in the other world, or other worlds in this case, and reflecting the real world that Henry's in. When he looks out the window, like the ambulance at the beginning. It's mostly at the beginning we see that stuff. I kind of wish we saw more of it. Oh, but like puzzles. Not really puzzles per se, but when you had to look up the number of the bar, you get the key code. That was neat. I wish there was a little bit more of that, but overall still very awesome. The hauntings were great again. I wish there was a bit more at play with it. But more importantly, why is this game awesome? Robbie the Rabbit. Silent Hill 3, one of my favorite Silent Hills also, alongside Shattered Memories. Back to goes, I think, Shattered Memories, Silent Hill 3, and then 1. And it's a close race between all 3 there, so they can kind of alternate at times. So, game. Is it awesome? Yes. Silent Hill 4 is awesome. So that's 2 thumbs up, 2 green check marks. Last but not least, is the game dumb? Let me think. Is there anything I'd say is dumb? They don't take your weapons away. Heck, you even have a chance to go back through and pick up weapons you may have missed. There's a couple parts where it's unclear where you're supposed to go or what you're supposed to do. Maybe I missed something in the notes. I'd, again, highlight the doll. Finding the doll parts for the wheelchair dummy. Really, I'm trying to find something to criticize the game, because there really isn't much I could argue. Oh, and I played Silent Hill 2, the remake. I didn't play the original yet. I need to get around to doing that. But I'm waiting for it to get a good old games release, maybe one of these days. That way I can share my first reaction and impression, just like I did with the remake. You can check those videos out. They're on the channel somewhere. There's nothing I can say was dumb about this game. Yeah, I dug it. So, Silent Hill 4. Is it dumb? No. So it gets a third thumbs up because we're all otherworldly creatures with 3 arms, which is perfectly normal in the Silent Hill world. And 3 green check marks. Good job, Silent Hill 4. Also, it's one of the few games where it legitimately got me to jump. I've maybe got by a jump scare in my entire long existence maybe 3 times. And that includes being in a combat zone where I never got scared or jump scared. Multiple, 2 combat deployments, let's be fair. Technically that's true, right? Multiples could be 2, but 2 combat deployments never did it. Trying to think what else would have gotten me to jump scare, but and it wasn't even because I was like, obviously it's a jump scare, right? I wasn't scared per se. It's just, what would you say? Surprised? Caught off guard? It was a quick transition. Anyways, really, there's not much more praise I can lavish on this. And good job for Good Old Games for implementing controller support. Because this is a game I kind of almost did last year for Halloween. But I was put off because I was like, I really don't want to use mouse and keyboard. I want to play something with a controller. It's just a little bit easier on my old man hands. But they added that in. So if that's something you've been on the fence about, Good Old Games version has controller support for Xbox. I think even Nintendo Switch, it said. For those of you who want to fiddle around with that stuff. And we had 1 crash. And no problems getting it to load and play. Didn't run into any bugs, really, outside that 1 crash. And didn't run into anything that soft locked. Didn't have to reload because something bugged out. Yeah. Overall, highly recommend it. Check it out. All right, folks. Another one bites the dust. We got stop that knocking. Oh my God, the knocking continues through the pause menu. Another one bites the dust. That is another one down for this year's Halloween Hecktacular. So glad I played it, and I recommend it. Seriously, pick it up. It's like $10, I think, on Good Old Games, and when it's on sale, it's like $5, $6. If you're looking to play it, all those people who said nasty things about it, I don't know. The Ryan's rating system, which is the most objectively pure and the best rating system ever devised, even better than GamePro's little faces that they'd have. I remember they looked like the wrapper for those warheads, kind of. Like the more, I think a rating of 5, it looked like the kid's head was about to explode. But yeah, is this a Silent Hill game? Let's put this to rest. Let's put it to bed. Yeah. And I would argue, especially after playing Silent Hill 2 Remake, that, well, to be fair, Silent Hill 2 Remake added in references that wasn't in the original from what I've heard to other Silent Hills, so maybe that's not fair, but still, I'd say Silent Hill 4 is more of a Silent Hill game than 2. And don't be put off by the hauntings or the escort aspect of it. I think, and this is rambling on too long, so if you want to leave now, leave. If you want to stay, I'm just going to ramble for a bit longer. I think what may have happened for a lot of people is the hauntings and the escort happen at the same time in the game. So at the same point, they happen. And they start showing up, and they start becoming mechanics. And I think what went on is it kind of overwhelmed people because they were trying to juggle trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I handle the escort part? Okay, how do I handle these hauntings? What is a haunting? Got to locate them, right? Like we saw I didn't even know I had a haunting by the front door until I went by it because there's like a little drain mark from the eye hole, or the cat meowing. So I think that may have been part of the thing. The ghosts I've heard as a criticism before, where they're like, there's too many ghosts in the enemy variety, but I think they kind of fit within the tone of the story. And yeah, you could argue it's not as Silent Hill as 1 and 3, but those were a continuation story, but this still makes references to in many different ways. You actually visit Silent Hill, or parts of Silent Hill, and other places. It talks about the Order, brings that up. Doesn't tie into the story of 1 and 3, but none of the others did either. Well, Shattered Memories, kind of, sort of. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I had a blast. Apparently there's a bunch of stuff here, right? Let me look this up real quick for you. Looking at the strategy guide. On the second playthrough, you get access to things like I think it said a chainsaw. And you get access to a submachine gun for Eileen, but she can hurt herself with it, so didn't use the golf clubs. Okay, that could be a criticism of the game. There's a lot of stuff you don't need to use once you get certain items. Like, I didn't even need to use any of the guns. Early on, sure, but honestly, once you get that rusty axe and you get the combat down a bit. And there's also the other criticism of you can just kind of run by most enemies. But that's part of the genre, right? Stop knocking. Part of the genre is giving you the options to do one or the other, fight or flight. So, tons of health items. Didn't feel like I ran out at all. Or the medallions or the candles. So, all right, everyone. And the game looks good too. It still holds up as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if the PS2 version would be any different, but obviously it would be, right? But it still looked good. You still get the creepy atmosphere. In the first person mode, nice touch. Very nice touch. I would say, in regards to the entire series, outside of maybe Shattered Memories, this game itself did more that would have been successful had they followed through with it more. It still was successful, don't get me wrong. I think they succeeded in implementing a lot of different things none of the other Silent Hills did or tried. And that they were well thought out, well planned, and well handled. It just feels like this was the beginning stages of maybe something they wanted to follow through with the franchise in the future and kind of tweak and make better and Streamline maybe. I guess Origins has something with like you can carry like 90 TVs or something. I don't know, or I can't remember. All I remember of Origins is my brother playing through it and talking a little bit about it. I have it on PS2. Might have to try that sometime, but not until I can get it recorded, so I can share once again my first experiences with y'all. Much like this game. Yeah, great game. Silent Hill 4. Not a bad Silent Hill. Don't care what they say. Maybe not their cup of tea, but I thought the story was solid. As much as I prefer the story of 1 and 3, because, you know, with 3, again, you're seeing the continuation of a character from 1 and the story elements from that. So it's like visiting an old pal. Silent Hill 4 introduced a lot of new things that I feel expanded upon the setting of 1 and 3, whereas, say, 2 and Downpour, both of those had almost very little to do with, if anything, 1, 3, and even 4 story-wise. So you didn't really expand the world's lore or fluff so much as it just kind of I don't know, use this flavor dressing a bit. Might be a little too harsh, but anywho, yeah, I'll call it now. So if you made it this far with the rambling, thanks. And, again, that's kind of the whole format. I just ramble, pretend that red light that's staring directly burning into my retinas is y'all. You, dear viewer. Sitting here on the couch, just hanging out late at night. Or early in the morning, whenever I record. And we just hang out, pass the time. Especially this Halloween season. So make sure you're watching scary movies, playing scary games, reading scary books, and having a good time. So, all said and done, to my subscribers, I want to say thank you again. And you all are amazing. And you have an awesome day. Or if you prefer, stay amazing and have an awesome day. Or did I just say that? Let's do it again. Stay amazing, have an awesome day. Or stay awesome and have an amazing day. Let's see. There we go. It's late. Excuse me. Drive by Rob Negative Viewers. Catch you next time. Till then, folks, you all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a safe, happy, and scary Halloween Hecktacular night.